Like this was going to be more of a Kentucky type of event here today. And right now that's still happening, but we are seeing more snow moving into the 275 loop. The metro seeing some snowfall rolling through right now, and it's on the lighter side still for a couple different communities, but we are still seeing some decently heavy snow actually moving through the northern Kentucky metro right around Covington up toward Newport, areas of Villa Hills, also seeing some snow rolling through there, and then the west side as well. Anywhere from Cheviot, now White Oak and Coal Rain, seeing some of those flurries moving in. We also have some snow impacting areas around Norwood, toward Marymount, Newtown, and then down toward Anderson Township, Turpin, all seeing some of that snowfall. Highland Heights, Melbourne, Erlanger, everybody in northern Kentucky, essentially throughout Boone, Kenton, and Campbell counties, all seeing some snow. The airport for sure. We also have some snow coming down for Latonia Lakes over toward Independence, areas of Alexandria seeing some snow, New Richmond also seeing some of that snow coming down. And yeah, north of the 275 loop starting to get in on that wintry action. We've got some snow impacting areas along I-71 over toward Mason, Mainville, Morrow, seeing some of that snow. Clarksville also seeing some of that snow as well. And then areas of Butler County. I actually saw a report of some snow around Hamilton. And then on top of all that, we've got snow coming down pretty much south of I-74 throughout southeastern Indiana. I still think some additional snow is going to happen throughout the rest of the evening commute. In fact, already starting to see it kind of piling up, a little bit of a dusting here or there, moving through just with this round that's moved through this afternoon. That does not count what we already saw earlier this morning, and we had some communities over toward Maysville picking up around an inch or so of snow just this morning alone. So I still think what falls this evening and this afternoon could drop another 1 to 2 inches of snow for some spots, generally along and south and east of I-71. But areas north of the loop and then throughout Hamilton County still could see another dusting, maybe even as much as an inch of snow. Here's the thing that we have to keep an eye on here overnight tonight. It does look like we start to see some slightly warmer air working its way in from the south and kind of nudging up closer to our communities that were under that winter storm warning. That's actually been canceled. Now, if that's able to happen, we could see a light icy glaze for some spots closer to, say, Robertson County or Mason County, anywhere essentially south of the 71-75 split. Now let's fast forward to tomorrow. We will wake up dry, but then tomorrow afternoon we start to see some light rain moving into the area. Could also see a quick wintry mix, especially for communities closer to I-70, but then all rainfall eventually taking over about this time tomorrow, and we'll see that rain throughout the rest of your Wednesday. So Wednesday is going to be another weather impact day for us for that chance of rain. Briefly, that possibility of some mix as well. Watch out for slick travel. I do think this is going to be a possibility throughout the metro. Some slick travel just this evening alone due to the extra snow that we're going to be getting throughout the rest of today. Also into northern Kentucky. And then again, keep in mind that light icy glaze that is a possibility throughout the overnight hours. So the National Weather Service decided to cancel that winter storm warning for our southern communities. I do still think we end up picking up another inch or so of snowfall for some areas. So this is still going to have impacts on that evening commute. Watch out especially for bridges and overpasses, things like that, but not just within the advisory. They again canceled the warning, but have issued an advisory for these communities, not just for areas in the advisory though to watch out on roads. I do think pretty much anybody along and south of the Ohio River should keep a pretty close eye on any of the roadways across town. Notice how dark that camera was. We do have some decent little snow coming down right now, and I still think that's a possibility throughout a good portion of this evening commute. Tomorrow's going to be an impact day due to that chance of some rainfall, briefly possibly some mix, and then heading into the weekend, rain around on Saturday. By Sunday, we're talking about more of a wintry mix and maybe even some more snow moving in here on Sunday.